Okay, roll, Al.
Alrighty, this is our portable winch, and it's a very useful tool in that it's so portable. We have a 9,000-pound winch that is mounted low onto this cart for low center of gravity, which makes it easy to move. We have a very powerful marine battery that, depending on what you're pulling, we've used it for 6 hours straight. Now, the machine mounts back here have slots on both sides. When you get this cart out to your desired area, you pound side stakes in the side. That holds it securely to the ground. Run your winch line out to whatever you're pulling, and you'll be amazed at what this can pull. On this lake behind us here, we pulled a 40-foot tree out of the muck with this mighty little portable winch. So, without further ado, let's today we're going to pull a log out of the lake that was part of an old retaining wall, and it's about 3/4 of the way submerged in mud and sand. And we're going to pull it out of there and bring it up the bank with this little portable winch.
Al, can you explain to us all the different parts of this machine and how they work? Like how it turns on,
Oh yeah.
how exactly it works?
We have,
There's a lot of wires here.
yep. Well, these are your power cables that run from the winch back here to this marine battery, and you put a trickle charge on this for about 2 days, and a trickle charge puts a very deep charge into a battery. So when this is fully charged, it can work hard for hours. And if you're planning on an all-day work, it's good to have a backup battery. So this is a 12-volt marine battery, and this here is a very useful hand control for the winch, and just simply, you know, one way is in and the other way is out. Real simple.
Yeah.
Now on the front here, if you in the thought of saving power in the battery for pulling, you can put the motor in neutral, and you can manually, well, when this is staked in the ground, you can manually pull the cable out to the desired object to be pulled. And it's as simple as that.
Great.
It's beautiful in its simplicity, and it works well.
Let's go stake it in.
So let's just see how easy this is to roll out to a work spot. Low center of gravity, and you just wheel it right out. Now the beam that we're going to be pulling out of the lake is right over in this direction. So we're facing the cart towards the object, so you pull straight toward it. I wanted to mention, this is our dredging machine that we used here this summer to clean all the muck out of this lake. This lakefront used to look like the neighbors with weeds and muck. With this powerful little winch system, we pulled this big 8-foot blade and brought up approximately a ton of muck and sand every trip with this little winch, and we pulled it up and built this bank up. And so it's a mighty little workhorse, you know. And so
See the nice sand that we have now.
yeah, it took a muddy, weedy beachfront and made it a sandy beach. And we couldn't have done it without this little winch. This home is built in a hill. There's no way to get equipment down here. But with this portable winch, we're able to get it to hard to reach sites to do, you know, tough little jobs. And if you can imagine, this little winch pulled that big dredger 100 foot out in the lake and pulled the mud and the weeds, pulled the weeds and lily pads out by the roots and brought it all right up on shore. Now we're going to put the side stakes in with a sledgehammer.
Over here is an example of what they pulled in and cut it up. One of the big logs. A big old tree.
Now you just simply pound these side stakes in with a sledgehammer, and this secures the roller winch securely to the ground, and you can start pulling. And I'm not working that hard. These have a nice point. They have a nice point on the front of them, just like a tent stake, and they go right in. Maybe a little more. Okay, same thing on this side.
That good?
Now, I'm going to put straps to the back stakes.
Okay.
Explain that.
There's a second way to secure it with some back straps over to these stakes here. Just to make sure that it doesn't get pulled in, pulled out.
Okay, now the object that we're pulling out of the lake today, this would probably be sufficient just to use the two side stakes to pull that out. Because as we pull, this goes forward against the stakes for resistance, plus you have the piece of metal on the bottom of the cart that helps dig in and give resistance to pull the object out. Now on heavier objects, or when we were pulling this dredging machine out of the lake, we use back stakes to help support the front stakes, and we connect them with these strong straps. So just for demonstration purposes today, we'll hook up these straps to the back stakes as if we were pulling something heavier. We have these little loops on the side we just hook right into. Run back to the back stake. Hook it in there. Of course, just snug it up a little. Doesn't have to be tight, just snug. There we go. Now all of this just takes a couple minutes and you're ready to pull. Same thing, hook this in the loop on this front stake, run it back to the other back stake, and you always want to have your back stakes separated and on a slight angle. see if that does it. A little bit
Must be they swapped around the last time.
more. Yeah. Tighten this side up a little. We're ready to winch. So now I'm going to don a pair of waders, as this is a October day. So we'll be back in a minute. We're going to pull this thing out of the lake like nothing.
Okay.
Alrighty, well, I waded out in this 50-degree water and got the cable hooked up to the railroad tie that was part of this old retaining wall, 50, 60-year-old retaining wall. So now we're going to pop this up out of the sand like nothing. Here goes. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. What could have been a back-breaking afternoon with your friend and a six-pack of beer ended up being about 5 minutes worth of work with this mighty little portable winch. So give it a try.
Let's explain.
Alrighty, one final thing. When we're done using the portable winch, we have this handy little tripod mounted winch that actually can be used at deer camp to string up a deer, you know, so you could use it for other things as well. But we just simply use this to pull the side stakes out of the portable winch to put the portable winch back in the garage or barn. This down here, hook it into the same hook that we used to run the straps to the back stake. Flick the go lever and we'll just pull it up. And as easy as that, the stake comes right up out of the ground. And there you go. You take your two stakes out and roll the portable winch back. This is a light aluminum tubing that snaps together with spring-loaded buttons, so it breaks down nice and small to throw in the back of a utility truck. And so you've got a nice portable little unit that you can take out to any location. So we'll be waiting to hear from you.